Welcome to 90 Day Fiance.
Three-way.
Replay, I'm back, bitches.
All right. Episode 8, Selective Virtues. Welcome back, Dylan.
Did you guys miss me?
We did.
Definitely.
I bet you did, because I bring the... What do I bring? I don't know what I bring. Till confronted with that question, I don't know what I bring.
You bring all of your insights.
That's right.
Your Dylanism.
I have a lot of them.
Your Dylanism spirit.
Thanks. I missed you guys.
It's
It's so cold.
It is.
Yeah, welcome back to the cold.
Yeah, I miss the heat already.
Yeah, no more vacation.
That makes me muy triste.
All right.
Speaking of triste.
Which triste couple do you guys
There's a lot of triste.
Speaking of muy triste. Okay, should we just start with a heavy hitter?
Do it. Batter up.
Jenny and Sumit.
All right.
All right. Well, okay. So it starts off with Jenny meeting up with her like one good girlfriend in India, which is actually the sister of one of Sumit's friends. And then she tells her about how the mom is going to come live with them. And the friend is like, yeah, that's like a normal Indian tradition. Like my mother-in-law came and lived with us for like 4 to 6 months when we got married to help settle the house and stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't mind it so much. I guess, if they're really helping you and not just, bossing you around.
Like
Would
Sumit's
you guys
mom.
be bothered? I was like, wait a minute, but if they're like Sumit's mom, I don't know if I would like that. Okay. So I don't want to jump ahead. So then they get the house ready. And Smit's like, okay, if they want to sleep in our room, we have to let them. We have to let them do what they want so they'll feel comfortable and there won't be a lot of tension and we can get the results we want. Then Jenny's kind of going along with it. We see the parents going to their house and then the mom is saying, I don't know how it's going to go because Jenny seems like she has a lot of anger in her. The dad says that she's stubborn like a child. Do you guys agree that Jenny seems like she has a lot of anger?
No. I mean,
I also don't agree.
Yeah. If she does get angry, it's because of Sumit and his continuing to avoid all of the stuff that he says he's going to do.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're just haters.
Right. Oh my gosh. And then Sumit says that he's excited for his parents to come because he wants Jenny to take care of him like a normal Indian couple. And he's ready to kind of go back to his normal life, which is going to work and being more active. Oh, and they also have to wake up early and not sleep in late, like when his parents come in.
How dare he? The nerve of this man to say he misses his parents.
Right? And then so the parents come in and the mom like immediately starts pointing things out like, oh, what are these rings on the coffee table? He's like, oh yeah, wherever we put our drinks here, it leaves a ring.
I mean, that's pretty filthy.
Yeah. They go into the kitchen and the mom points out everything that's dirty, has her start cleaning. What did you guys think about this scene with Jenny cleaning?
Oh my God.
And everybody just watching.
Actually, I hate cringy shit. But
yes.
I couldn't watch. It was so uncomfortable for me to see this old grandma trying to learn how to sweep for the first time in her life. I was so mad.
Yeah, I was like, this is elder abuse. We're witnessing elder abuse right now.
Oh my gosh, that made me wake up my kids.
Oh,
right? I mean, they're
so bad.
They're forcing her to do all this manual labor, and then they're just watching her, and they're like pointing things out more, like, "Oh, you missed a spot." She just kicks the dirt in front of her broom.
Oh man,
She's like a elderly Cinderella or something.
And you saw like Sumit was enjoying every second of this.
Yeah, he's smiling.
He was smiling. He was just like, yeah, this bitch finally know how to sweep the floor. And he did actually say that. He was like, yeah, I mean, not that she wasn't doing a great job, but I like that she's doing a better job.
And she told him, like, all I ask you, Sumit, is that you have my back when your parents come.
Immediately under the bus.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was like he was just standing around watching. It was like elderly abuse. That is so. He was just watching Jenny, like, trying to sweep and put everything into the dustpan. Everybody was just watching. It was so sad, and you could hear her huffing and puffing. Wasn't that so sad?
Yes.
It was sad. Poor Jenny.
Do you think it put that picture in Sumit's head, like, kind of like, man, like, I guess she is old.
Oh, well,
No,
he knows now that she's old.
Yeah, shouldn't he already know? I mean, I guess maybe he doesn't know because he still has hopes for her becoming a traditional Indian wife, but that's not gonna happen like at all. He already had that and he didn't like it. So why is he trying to push it on
Right.
Jenny?
That's so true. That's a good point.
He's a
And
good point guy.
that's right. Jenny says she's living her best life because, she's worked, for many years, taking care of her family and managing everything, paying bills. And in India, she's like waking up whenever she wants, not having to be forced to do stuff. And now here comes Sumit's mom, ruining her whole Indian experience, Indian retirement. And she wants them to leave now because it's going to mess up her relationship with Sumit. And I really think it is. Especially if he's agreeing with them. He's like, yeah, I'm glad that Jenny's finally cleaning the right way.
I don't think the mom ever is like actually hoping to teach Jenny. I think she has like what Jenny suspected, that the mom is trying to break them up. She's trying to like just mess up their whole relationship.
Do you agree, Dylan?
Yes, 100%. When I saw that episode last week, I was like, man, this is sabotage. Don't do it. Say no.
Really?
Say no to drugs.
I really had hope that the mom was really trying to make amends with Jenny, because it doesn't make sense. Sumit already can see everything that Jenny is not capable of doing, right? By living together. Like, he already had that experience living with his mom, what he could have, and he didn't like it. I'm like, what is it that she's going to show Sumit about Jenny that's going to make him want to leave?
I don't know.
That's true. I don't know.
So we see on the next it's so messed up. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Jenny thinks that she's actually getting along with his mom, and she's like, yeah, I see her laughing and smiling, and I feel like we could be friends. And the mom is just staring at her and just like, you are useless, and like smiling. And you know what? You can't do anything. And then Jenny laughs, and then she laughs.
That's going to be an uncomfortable reunion for the tell-all. They're going to make her watch that, guys. I'm already not going to watch it. I already know.
That's super messed up, man.
What do you guys think about Sumit's mom? Do you think she's mean?
I think she's set in her ways. She's not mean. If Jenny was Indian and young and submissive, she would love her.
All of the things she's not.
Yeah. If Jenny was not Jenny, maybe she would be more warm. But I think the fact that it's too different is like making her cruel.
Yeah, her kindness is conditional on what she wants. Her love is conditional.
Yes.
I thought you were supposed to get unconditional love from your parents.
Well, apparently not in Sumit's family.
Apparently not for Sumit.
I don't know. I don't even know if Sumit feels that. Like, he still seems like he's deeply devoted to his mom and his family. Like, he hasn't married Jenny for 10 years. Like, and he doesn't plan to marry her, I don't think, until they approve. I don't know. It really makes me wonder if he's really gonna marry her one day.
He's not gonna marry her. Come on.
Yeah.
It's been like
I
10
think-
years.
Yeah.
Poor Jenny.
Can you imagine? She was like 50 when they met. She's like 75 now. That's a long time to be together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's them. That's Jenny and Sumit. I mean, her kitchen did look really great after that cleanup. Gotta
so
say, it
really,
looked
who
great
was
for
wrong
us.
here? Who was in
Yeah.
the wrong?
It's true. It did look a lot better. So yeah, do you want to do Ellie and Victor? They did just a quick little blip for them. So they've been renting an apartment and it's been really expensive. So they have a lot of talk about money this episode. And so real quick, like they bring up the affair that Victor had. Like we're just talking like not even like a serious talk, but just kind of nonchalantly, like Ellie brings it up. And then she just says, like, we still need to talk about, your infidelity and like those pictures that she sent me where you look really happy. And you said that you guys are talking about having kids. And then he was like, I didn't mean any of that shit.
Oh man, what a disgusting man.
Right. I was like,
He
how
is
could you
bad.
believe him if you knew that like he just said he lied to that other lady like nothing, That's messed up.
What makes her
So-
think she's special and that he's not doing the same to her so that he can get his house built?
Exactly. So like, yeah, so she's been paying a lot of stuff, especially for the house. So if he could lie to that girl and say all this stuff and convince her so much where she's like texting Ellie, oh, me and Victor, we're gonna have kids and we're gonna get together and we're in love and yada yada yada. Like if he's capable of doing that and then not feeling any remorse, then he's probably capable of stealing Ellie's money and not caring at all. You know what I mean?
Which I 100% think he's doing, by the way.
I agree. Especially after this episode. He showed his colors.
I think so too.
Yeah. Because, this whole time we didn't really get to see them as a couple because of all the things with the hurricane and her trying to get over there. So we haven't really seen them together. But after this episode, I'm like, oh, doesn't look good.
Yeah, but she doesn't know exactly if it's her or if it's her insecurities. I'm like, it's your intuition. It's your right intuition telling you that you need to bleed. It's not your insecurities. You deserve better, Ellie.
Yeah. The flags are red. Rojo, lady.
Yeah, so then they go to buy some tools, and then Victor's like, "This is where I buy everything," and I was like, "You mean where I buy everything?" And he can't really say anything. He said, "Oh, it feels bad when I can't pay for anything, but I guess this is how it is." He doesn't really offer any kind of solution, right? And so they have small arguments about tools, and like Ellie's trying to save money, but Victor's like, "Nah, I need this one, and I also need a generator because I need to charge this what's it called, drill." But I'm like, really, do you need a whole generator for that? Can't you just like charge it like your hotel or something, or your aunt's house? Isn't your aunt's house like not even that far away?
I thought they don't have power in the island.
The whole island still?
Yeah, I thought that's what was happening.
Well, I don't know if they do. Do they really need a whole generator though?
It wouldn't hurt. I want I want a generator.
Well, if they're gonna buy it anyway, then yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I agree,
But not just for the
right?
drill.
No, not just for the drill. That's a stupid purchase just for the drill.
It looked like he was just, well, kind of like what she was saying is that like he had no awareness of her money, like, oh, because she's American she has a lot of money, and it looked like he was just going in there like into a candy store and just like picking things out like nothing, like not even thinking twice about it, and she had to bring him back to reality,
Yeah, she had
which he
to
didn't like.
tell him to ask the guy for a more affordable drill. I mean, she says she really wants him to be more appreciative of her spending her money. I mean, I think he's on thin ice. Like how can he not be more appreciative of her? Like she could bounce, and then what does he have left? Just like that disheveled house, and that's it, she's doing him a favor every day by being there.
Well, yes, that's true. But maybe like the house for the most part is standing, right? So he got
Mhm.
that from her, and he probably got a lot of things, and he's probably used to these women coming in and out of his. I'm like making an assumption here that he's just like, uses these women, gets what he can, and if they go, he's like, oh, they go, find somebody else, find a new lady to take advantage of. All
Mhm.
right, she bought me this and that, and I got a generator. She got me a house. She got me, a new drill. Oh, she's leaving now. All right, well, it is what it is.
Let's put on a charm for another lady.
Yep.
She has a list, maybe like, okay, I need these tools, so I can maybe get these tools from one lady, and have another list of tools. Maybe I need a second lady for the other list.
And
What
I
a
didn't like.
skank.
Yeah, but what did you think of his reaction? Basically, he's like, "Oh, I feel bad that I can't contribute or anything. I don't have any money. I don't have a job." But the way he reacted wasn't in that way towards her at the store. It was like very defensive and yeah, it was like really defensive. It wasn't at all like cooperative and I feel bad. Thank you so much. It was more angry. Did you
I
guys
think
get that?
a little bit, but I think in the moment, like he has like pride, you know, and his pride is like still wants to be like, you know, I'm still the man. I'm fixing things and
All right. Well, you should
whatever.
buy your own shit then.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, put that pride aside.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. He said he was frustrated, like he felt frustrated, but he was taking it out on her, and she's just trying to help him.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything to piss her off at this point. If this is like your meal ticket.
Exactly. So I hope she escapes.
Uh,
I don't think she will, though. I think she's in too deep.
Is she the saddest story of the season? I feel like this is really the saddest story of the season.
why?
It's one, it's too real. Two, she's permanently trapped
Why is she permanently trapped?
because she gave up her life and her business and her friends hate her. I made all that up, but I'm like, you know what I mean? And she's the Black Widow.
Yeah. I think because she comes off so nice.
I know, which is why I feel so bad for her. It's like, wake
Yeah.
up, come on.
She hasn't done anything to make us not like her like all the other ones.
I agree. I think I like her the most.
Yeah.
Well, I don't hate her the most, but like, she's likable enough.
And
Yeah.
he almost seems like he's nice, except that you just know he's totally taking advantage of her.
Yeah. I think we can all see that he's taking advantage of her. I don't know why she chooses to ignore that.
He's Ryan 2.0.
Oh, gross.
Anyway, so that's it for them.
Shall we go to Turkey?
Yes.
Let's go to
Well,
Turkey.
To Turkey.
Ooh, exciting.
To learn more about Alina and Steven and the shenanigans that they're up to. So we start off with Alina's mom coming to come visit her in Turkey. And so on her way out of the apartment to go see her mom at the airport, Steven says hi and she gives him the cold shoulder. Appropriate response, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then she finally sees her mom. Mom asks her where Steven is. And, she says, he didn't come. And they talk a little bit about what's going on with their relationship in the cab. So basically, Alina's mom gets a little bit of an impression of what's going on and tells her, hey, if this is the case, why don't you just end things here? But what is it you think about like Alina hanging on to clearly like this guy with red flags?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense like on the surface after all he's done, but I think she just got caught up in the whole fairy tale romance thing and being young. You see how much of a change, like she was really pissed, but well, I don't want to skip ahead, but when they tell her fortune, she just automatically switches like her whole mood again. So I think she's just in the clouds,
Right. And it's hard to change your emotions suddenly. Like she just found out recently that he's not following his vows, but this whole time she loved him and she was gonna convert. She said she prayed every day, the Mormon Bible.
Oof.
So she's probably, she's going through that initial denial phase, and hopefully she'll accept the truth.
I know. But before we get to the truth, Alina and the mom finally get to where they're staying at. And in what I feel like is the most awkward scene of the season, Steven serves everyone a box of chocolates, Turkish, for real chocolates. And we just are like forced to watch them eat chocolates for like what felt like 15 minutes, guys. It was so bad. I was just like, why isn't anyone saying anything?
And him trying to like chew and swallow. I was like, oh.
And how full of himself is this guy? Like Stephen with a V. You know what I mean? Like, everybody loves me because I speak Russian. And I'm like, no, dude, nobody likes you when you speak English. So stop all of this fraud. Nobody likes you.
Hey, well, he was able to get 100 girls to make out with him.
Only to make out with him. 200 to make out with him. 20 to do other things. And 5 to do the nasty.
What do you think about those numbers, Dylan?
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good body count.
Right?
For someone who's not supposed to be doing any of this.
Doesn't it give like
it's not bad.
People hope all around the world?
You can too look like Steven and just slay it. Yeah, I mean, just absolutely slay it.
Who knows? Maybe they're all like that though. Where is he from?
Utah?
Maybe all the
Mormons?
All the Mormon youths are all just all upon each other.
Oh man. What a ridiculous person. Well, as ridiculous as he is, he shows his ridiculosity even more when he tries to convert Alina's mom into Latter-day Saints.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, here's what I don't get. Like, I was really trying to understand this is like, don't you want to make a good impression, with what would be your future in-law? And like, she had already expressed, okay, yeah, I'm already like rooted in my own personal religion. I have been Orthodox all my life. I am gonna like consider your proposal, but you should probably respect the fact that I have my own religion, and everyone should be like, have their own religion, basically. And how is this whack job still like forcing his opinion of what's right and what true religion is, on top of being a hypocrite to his mom?
Sorry.
No, I was just gonna add, which I really like that, like they put him in his place, because it's like, you can preach all you want about how important religion is to you, but you're a number one hypocrite because you don't even follow your own rules, and I can't even drink coffee.
Yeah.
Yes, they definitely put him in his place. I was like, oh my God, yes, this is the best putting place I've ever seen.
I know, it really was like pew, 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 pew. Like one after another, they just roasted him, because like, what can you say after that, right?
Yeah, but he still had things.
He did. He sure 100% tried to be like, Jesus was weak, guys. Jesus had his own weakness. He was only a man.
You cannot fully test your faith until you have discovered your weaknesses.
Oh my God.
In discovering your weaknesses, the truth of your faith. I don't know, some crap like that.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Not like, we're not putting down Mormonism. We are putting down hypocrisy. Like, you can't tell me one thing that I should do and then you not follow it yourself.
He had an answer for everything, which is the annoying part. Like, he finds a way to justify it, especially like in using Jesus as an example.
Jesus had girlfriends.
Jesus was a man, all right? He was only a man, and he had his weaknesses.
Jesus had social media, so
I too can reply to Russian girls.
Jesus did it with Mary Magdalene, okay?
So I can do it with 60 skanks.
All right.
Okay.
I know that's like such terrible timing. Even if he did want to talk about converting her mom, you should have waited till some other time. Like, really, now is when you want to try to bring that up.
And it's like, is this their training? It's just like, defend the religion, make sure everyone knows only positive things.
He's been on a mission trip before, so he's used to like they when they go out and that's what they do all day. They try to convert people. So I think he's used to trying to convert people at every possible moment. But he's not. He hasn't come out of that mode yet. And he's picking the worst moments.
Sure is. Read the
So-
room, bro.
So do you think he like does that too when he's trying to make out with some girls? He's like, well, when he's like flirting with them, and how he like made out with hundreds and more.
200.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming they're all Mormon already.
I
Oh,
agree.
really? Do you think
Yeah.
so?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Really?
He's going on dates with some Mormon girls who, trying to guess them.
Oh my god. Is it Mormon the religion where like they give you a year to do whatever you want or something?
No, that's Amish.
Oh, it's Amish. Okay. All right.
Which is pretty wild. I want that. I want that for me from work. You have 1 year to do whatever you want.
A
and come back.
sabbatical.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to scene 2. Alina and her mom walking around Turkey. They meet some rabbits, like Will said. And the rabbit pulls a fortune that basically says she's a beautiful, wise, everything woman, and that she has a man who's gonna care for her as long as she wants him to. And it kind of made her think of Steven. And it seems like she's gonna give him another chance, guys.
Oh my gosh. Because Russians are very superstitious.
Are they also idiots? Because this is stupid.
Well, her mom ain't no idiot, let me tell you.
That's what I'm saying.
Her mom got her head on
She
straight.
gotta drag her ass, her beautiful long brown hair, back to that plane to Russia.
Yeah.
Although I really like the way her mom is handling this. She's voicing her opinion, but also giving her space to make her own decisions.
Yeah, it's true. She said, I would want nothing more than for you to come back with me, but you have to make that choice for you.
She's wow. I'm taking notes, you guys,
For
hopefully
you.
this day doesn't arrive for me, but I'm taking notes here.
Oh, man. Well, they have my vote for worst couple. I mean, I love Alina, but I hate Steven.
Yeah.
No, actually, I hate the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven's just like, he's just a dork. Just a
We even
dork
forgot
looking
to
for
talk
love.
about the gift that he gave her. Because, my man loved cats. So he gave her a cat purse.
That's hot.
I know.
Like her.
That scene just kept getting more awkward and cringy every 5 seconds. And it couldn't end fast enough for me.
Well, at least she knew, to say, do you think that she's gonna make me forgive you giving me this purse?
It didn't work? Didn't work on you?
It didn't work on me, no.
Oh, man.
I don't forgive him.
I'm looking for that diamond.
Oh, no. Well, on the next song for these two, Alina finally brings up the fact that this dude still has social media, even though he says he was going to delete all of it, and she's going to bring up everything.
Do you think she's gonna find something, or what is this? You think
I'm
this
sure
is
it's
like
going to
a
be
bait
super
and
tame.
switch?
Yeah,
or-
100%. I'm sure it's like super tame.
Yeah, I think it's hype too. I wish it wasn't, but I think it's hype.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Does that mean that they're going to get married?
She's like, and you passed the test.
Hey.
And then Steven's like, I'm still not sure if I want to get married.
Man, he put her through this whole thing to not marry her.
Man,
Oh,
I hope
mess.
it's not. I hope we're wrong.
It's like Mike and Natalie all over again.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we get to Benny and Ari. This one was pretty quick. She arrives in Jersey. Her parents pick her up, and they call Benny during the drive home back to Jersey, and he's with his friends because he says that he doesn't want to be lonely, so he's hanging out with his friends. And then she's like, all right, and then they hang up, And then Ari's mom is like, well, he sounds a lot better than I thought he would. And she's like, yeah, I know, right? And Ari mentions how she thinks that being long distance is going to cause another set of problems for them. And we go on to the next scene where Ari is having dinner with her whole family. They're all happy, everything's great. And they say that she should move back here to the US because Avi's going to have the best chances here. And she said, they thought about it. She applied for the K1 visa, but the embassy closed. And it's been closed ever since. She applied for it 7 months ago, and it's been closed ever since COVID. So she doesn't know anything about, him coming to the US. They don't know where any of that stands.
Mm.
And the sisters, being obnoxious, but saying the truth, that she should just come back because it's not going to be good for Ari's future over there. And that's like basically it, And then we just see the next time on where she's FaceTime. I guess this is the juicy one, next episode, where she's FaceTiming him. And she said that ever since she left him, he's been doing whatever the hell he feels like it. And he said, oh, it's because his friends don't want him to be lonely and they want him to feel better. And she's like, okay, yeah. And I call you and then you turn your phone off for 3 hours. WTF? What's up with that? Huh?
Wait, but do you agree with the siblings? Her siblings? That he should,
Coming?
That Avi has the best chance.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't agree?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's true. Like a lot of opportunity here in America. But she fell in love with the Ethiopian man. So why wouldn't she want her kid to be like an Ethiopian man? That's who she fell in love with. I get what they're saying, but I feel like it was some of the reasoning was a little bit selfish to me when they're like, oh, I want to see him grow up. And I'm like, yeah, what about Benny's family? They also want to see him grow up. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree with that. I mean, she did marry Ethiopian man, but then also you have a kid. You have to think about your son and like, what are his best chances? Is he going to find a great job in Ethiopia?
Mm-hmm.
What are his income prospects?
But you have to think about that versus like, what's the effect of like growing up without your dad if Biniam can't come,
Okay, right. Well, okay, if Biniam can't come, I feel like that's a whole different situation then. That's a tough one. That's tough.
Yeah.
If he can't come, then yes, she may have to just stay there.
If he's
I would do
right,
that.
You would do that?
If I was if I put myself in Ari's situation and I married a man in another country and he couldn't come to the US, I would just stay there. Because you want that son, your kids, to grow up with their father, and I think that's really important.
And they're not closing the door for Avi to come to America, right? Mm-hmm. He can always come.
And hopefully her mom will keep giving them a lot of money and they could put him in a good private school.
100%. I mean, I would say that. I'm like, you guys are rich, just pay for him. It's so cheap.
Right.
Does the kid get U.S. citizenship if his mom is a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Slippery slope because he was born in Ethiopia.
But his mom is a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, but he was born in... I think there's a certain time frame that you can claim that.
No.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you 100% sure?
Yeah, that's why you want them to be born in America. How do you justify that to the embassy?
But, I mean, you want them to be born in America if you're not American.
Yeah.
Then they are.
Yeah,
but be citizens. But if you're American already.
That's why there's a time frame. You can't claim that forever. He's going to be Ethiopian.
Well, why not? You that's my son. I'm gonna
exactly. So you have to petition.
Right, petition. Okay.
You can't just he's not American. He's Ethiopian. But you can say you can give him American citizenship.
By petitioning.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, I learned something new today. So do you agree with that, Will, about what would you do if you were in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, unless the dad wasn't acting right, like,
Right.
then I'll try to keep my family together.
If he wasn't acting right, yeah, I'd bounce super fast. Bye. Goodbye. And I would be so happy, like, kicking his sisters out the door. Like, shoo, I ain't never seen y'all. I ain't never seen you guys again. No, I'm sure you can't do that for the baby's sake, for Avi.
Yeah, also, where will she get her vagina tightened?
Well, she knows now. She wrote down the address. I'm here. And that's it for them. They didn't have much this episode.
Okay, so I'm going to move to Kenny and Armando. Okay, so we open with Kenny and Armando doing a fake nail parlor with Hannah. They're painting each other's nails and they're paying money. And basically, that's their gateway for Armando to start talking about adoption. Armando saying, he's used to these Mexican families having like, a lot of kids, and that's what he wants. And he wants it to, like, just basically have like a larger family. So they talk about adopting a kid, but then they also talk about in vitro, which basically is like having a baby. So I think their main thing is like, do they want to have a kid that is already a little bit grown up, or do they want to start with a baby? And Kenny's like telling Armando, like, don't you remember how hard it was with a baby, And he's right. And then he also brings this really good point about, he doesn't know how much time he has left in this world. But it's a thing you have to really think about, because he is in an advanced age. So
he's twice the age of Armando.
Oh,
exactly.
Man.
Armando's
so
30 and he's 60.
Yeah. So you can't be out here like doing babies again,
But Armando wants it.
Well, maybe they can have a kid that's already grown up. Kenny's tired.
I feel like I'm seeing the cracks in Armando. He seems a little bit selfish.
But he just wants a piece of him. I'm assuming because he thinks that Kenny's going to die any minute now. And he's like, but I love him so much. I want a piece of him.
That's true. He says he wants Kenny's blood in his family.
I didn't understand that. I'm like,
he wants his bloodline. Yeah, he wants his bloodline blended into his Mexican heritage.
I mean, but how? I mean, like, Kenny's not going to have a baby with his eggs. Like,
maybe they can find a sibling that will donate their eggs.
Like his sister?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or maybe even if not, like he just wants to like take care of like Kenny's offspring, but not his grown kids.
Kenny's like, I have enough offspring, okay?
I know. And then like that offspring marries Hannah. So that they have their own kids.
No, but like Kenny's entertaining the idea. He's not saying no. He's being calm about it, he's not just saying hell no. He's just like, let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation.
That's because he's too nice. But in his heart, he's like, hell no.
That's true.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. I just want to be by the beach with my mimosa, and holding your hand. I'm not trying to run around.
He's bringing up good points. Like if he like, pieces out in the middle of the night and then Amano's alone.
So sad.
What's Amano gonna do?
It's true. I mean? Then he's gonna be left with 2 kids.
Exactly. He went back to the family compound, I guess. I don't know.
I think he could do it. I don't think that Armando couldn't do it. I think he could.
I mean, if Kenny could do those 4 quadruplets as a single parent, I guess.
Oh, that's true. And he would have like the siblings.
Right. He would have his family. He'd probably go back home. Exactly.
Yeah.
He would have his whole family again.
His half siblings on Kenny's side.
Yeah.
That's true. But I mean, you want to raise it with your partner, but your partner is old. You can at least get a kid that's a little bit older. And then Kenny made this really good point, skipping ahead a little bit, but he'd rather help a kid than make a kid. I was like, oh, that's a nice way to put it. So that's good reasoning. But before he says that, they go to this place that is it's
Oh,
real.
man.
It makes this whole series
Wow.
Makes me
story
muy
real.
triste.
It does. Muy triste. This is a triste in their
This is
Yeah.
muy
story.
triste.
So yeah, they go to this orphanage, and it's sad because they're trying to find an orphanage that will accept like a gay couple, and there isn't very many, except for like maybe one or two, and one of them is this orphanage that has kids that have HIV, like the HIV positive, and so they're more open to having like a same-sex couple. And unfortunately, like they say when Kenny and Armando go and visits, that a lot of people are kind of like afraid of them. There's a stigma with the kids, because they have HIV. And but even with that stigma, it still could take a really long time. It could take up to 4 years, they said, to adopt one of these kids. So it might take a long time. And there was the lady who worked there said that there was a lesbian couple who did it, but it took them a really long time. But anyway, so yeah, they go and they talk to the lady at the orphanage about it, and they learn about the kids and how long it could take, and how hard they have it. And then the lady says, let's meet the kids, but then don't act like you're gonna adopt them, because they get the adopted mentality really fast.
Little orphan Annie.
Yeah, they start building dreams of a family.
It's
Exactly.
a hard knock life.
And they start calling you Papa already.
Oh man.
And they run up to you and hug you.
I know.
Exactly.
How would you? I would
Oh
not want to
my
like leave. I live
God.
there now. I'm probably going to take like all of them home.
Exactly. So like they let the kids out, and then immediately they run up to Kenny and Armando, hug them, and like they just like start playing with them, and they're so nice. And then Kenny and Armando has gifts for them, and then it's really tugging at the heartstrings. But then it's just so sad, sad all around. But extra sad because Kenny talks about how he went through the AIDS epidemic and how crazy it was, how people were dying, and like a bunch of his friends died. And then, that gives him more of like a sort of a poetic kind of reason to want to help these kids, because like it's like all his friends died of this virus, and now he has a chance to help somebody with this virus, and so that's one other reason why he's going more towards adopting versus like in vitro. Plus in vitro is like hella expensive, and Kenny's probably going to be the one to pay for that, so
Probably
Right.
not as expensive in Mexico, actually.
yeah.
Or I mean, like, and they don't really have to do the in vitro. They could just find a lady who's willing to do it and do the
Turkey
Turkey
baster.
baster.
yep, turkey baster. Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the Kenny story is so sweet, and how he really wants to help one of these kids because of what he went through, and it's that connection.
It did
That's
sense his
nice.
apprehension though about like I just want to make sure they have everything they need to make sure
Mm.
that they can live healthy lives. It doesn't affect Hannah, it doesn't affect everyone.
It would be
Yeah.
hard though. Armando brings up good points later on.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I think Armando, what he brings up is like how it affect his larger family. But Kenny says, you keep on sort of like catering to your family. And he uses the example of like even his own kids. Like if I was going to adopt this kid and my daughter had a problem with it, then that would be her problem, Like I would have to do what was right, for me and this child, right? And so Kenny is sort of like showing Armando how, you have to think about like what's right for you. You've already lived your life so long for these other people. You have to think about yourself now. You know what I mean? Now that you're out, So that's a really good point.
All right, so is Armando getting on your guys' nerves at all?
Not yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's getting on mine. I mean, not like nerves. I don't know if I would say he's getting on my nerves, but I'm like, ugh, like, stop being so selfish, Armando. Ugh.
You think he's selfish? I didn't get the sense that he was selfish actually.
I feel like he's just running their whole relationship. Like, I don't even know. Like, does he, like, poor Kenny, like, yes, I have to think of Armando. I don't really like to tell him that this or that, or oh, I follow Armando, Alina, let him take the lead. I just feel like he's just following Armando, and Armando's just running it.
Because Armando's out and proud now, man. He's got to live his best life.
Yeah, I
With or
think
without
being
Kenny.
yeah, well,
He had lived
not.
his best life.
No, this is Kenny's time now. So I can see.
It's Kenny's time. You think it's Kenny's time, not
I
Armando's
think it's
time?
Kenny's time to
Yes.
chill. Yeah, to chill.
Yes, I think so too.
Well,
But you
actually,
didn't think that that was what you should have considered, getting in a relationship with a younger man twice the age gap?
But he
Yeah,
had
I
a kid
mean,
already. It's not like he
yeah.
never had one.
But I mean, didn't you think that that would come up? That he is a young guy, that he is family oriented. He is Mexican after all. They love family.
Yeah, but Armando should also consider that Kenny's old.
Right? How about that?
I think
And
he
he's
is
had 4
considering.
kids.
He did say, "I am considering your age when it comes to this decision making. It's not one I take lightly, but like these are things I've thought about."
Yeah, I mean, I don't think either one of them is being selfish. I think they both have good reasoning for what they want, and it's not matching up. That's a problem.
Yeah, they realize now there is this massive discrepancy in how they saw their future together.
Yeah, but I feel like it's grounded in love. There's a lot of love there. I feel like.
There is a lot of love there.
I think so too. They're the one couple in this whole season who actually love each other.
Exactly. Yeah. And so on the next time, Kenny finally brings up, that he really misses his family, and he's like he's really homesick. And then Armando's like, oh, you're really scaring me. This is something you're gonna want to call off the wedding for. And I think that's like you're just blowing it up. I feel like it's not gonna be a thing because I feel like Armando could just be like, go visit your family then, and then come back and let's get married. What's the problem?
I agree. I think that's what's going to happen. But I'm like, yeah, Kenny, finally, you're voicing your feelings. Letting the truth be known about what you're feeling inside.
Yeah, but that's it for them.
Let's talk about the short story of Evelyn and Corey. So Corey's still in the doghouse, guys, because of the admissions he made of the relationship he's actually had with Jenny from Peru, who, to my surprise, is actually in Ecuador. That was news to me. So he was able to meet with her, close that chapter in his life. She was going to be better for it because now she's out on dates. But now Corey's in the doghouse because Miss, what did she used to say? The at all, Miss at all was like, I'm never going to marry you at all, and ended up marrying him. Is in tears because of all the things he did. And so he's trying to make amends for it, brings her a flower to try to resolve it. And, my girl just wants divorce papers. And I'm just like, why didn't you just stay with Jenny, bro?
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, I wasn't here when you guys talked about this, but I feel like Jenny was so nice.
Yeah, I agree. She's very mature about it too.
Yeah, and she's super cute. I actually like her when I see her face, and I just like have contempt when I see Evelyn.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So how about Evelyn's like, okay, listen, I really want to make this cordial. I don't want to get the police involved. Like, just sign the divorce papers. And he's like, no. What do you think about him saying no? Like, just straight up no. He doesn't want to sign it.
He said not immediately without at least trying to make it work.
Oh, is that what he said? Okay, well.
Yeah. Which is fair.
Yeah.
Don't you think? That he would want at least a chance to try to fix what was broken.
Yeah, so there's no regret. Like he knows that at least he tried.
But if at least you tried and she insisted no from start to finish, then you can just be like, okay, there's nothing I can do to change your mind.
Exactly. Yeah.
How long would you give? How long of trying before you're like, all right?
Until she calls the cops.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't you think? I mean, I'm not hitting her. I'm not like abusing her, but until she got uncomfortable enough to be like, all right, I need a restraining order from this man. Then I'd be like, okay, clearly she wants nothing to do with me.
All right, I'd be like, all right, I'll try 3 months. You
Would
change it by
you-
3 months? All right, okay.
Would you
that
try
Boston.
if it was you? If you were Evelyn, put yourself in Evelyn's shoes, and you have now these real revelations. Would
we
you
were
try?
on
Or
a
would you run?
break.
I agree. I thought that they were on it, but I guess the lie. It was the lies.
The lying.
Yeah,
That's
it was
true.
the
The
lie.
lying was.
He
what's
lied
getting
on his
her.
father. Oh my,
Yeah,
on his
that's-
dead father.
That's also what got me because I hate Madame Evelyn as much as the next guy over here, but like she was right. He did lie to her face about everything.
Yeah.
She was willing to
That's-
accept it, right? She was just like, I'm happy that, you did it, you had fun, whatever. And like, now let's get back to being married. But like, he
Mhm.
just lied to her face and lived with that lie for a year.
Yeah. I couldn't do it if I was
Same.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
you
be
can-
the same. Yeah, I would
No,
not.
there's no
also.
way. How could you
Yeah.
ever trust them again?
Exactly. Because it's just like, it's all the lies, nonstop
Mhm.
lying. And you're like, we didn't sleep together, but actually we did. I couldn't make my dick up, but actually I did.
Actually, we had a 3-month relationship.
Yeah. But actually,
Actually,
she's
I met her
not from
fa-
Peru. She actually lives in Ecuador.
Yeah. And I met her family.
And
I
I
only
actually-
came here to grab my stuff.
She's only an hour away. I actually went to go drive there when you said I was going to get a job. Yeah, I went to go see her.
I met up with her for closure.
For closure. Just closure.
I just
The
have to
date
lie
that
to
she
you
went
one more
on-
time.
It was actually me. We went out on a date.
That was my last lie, though. I'm not gonna lie anymore.
Yeah. How many lies can you really give before you're like, no, dude, stop it. Just you're a liar.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that they'll probably like break up for a year and then get back together.
She needs.
I don't. They
God.
seem like that type of couple. Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like this lady who's just like at all is
Mhm.
like, I don't want to marry you, and I feel like you screwed with me and you made me like put my guards down. She should like stay clear away from this dude.
I agree. I think they will break up.
Yeah.
Mm.
So the real question is, even if they were on a break, would you hold this against him?
I mean, the lying, yes, but actually, what he did, I don't think I would.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. If you were on a break, yes, but you have to have told me everything you have done the minute we got back together, so I could process it.
I still don't think he's as evil as Evelyn, but I just do think that he tries to do anything to cover up whatever he does, that people don't end up being mad at him. Yeah, but I think in his heart he's not as evil as Evelyn.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
think Evelyn is. Even though she's partly a victim in this story, she's also a big villain.
Yes.
I was looking around just the internet, and it's just like her and Ari are like the most hated people on the show right now.
Ari,
Really?
too?
Why Ari?
Yeah. I think it was a lot of the things that Ari was doing in the beginning of the season with Leandro and stuff. People really didn't like that. But I thought that was fine. It was nice and innocent. It was Evelyn. I hate Evelyn. She sucks.
Yeah.
Is there anything for the next time?
I can't remember.
Oh, they go to a counselor, right?
Oh,
try
they
to
go
to a
to a counselor.
counselor.
Okay, erase all that. So on their next on, Evelyn and Corey seek out counseling, and the lady was like, "All right, so you guys gonna make this work?" And Evelyn is just like, "Nope." That was it.
Yeah.
That's all there was.
It's like what a waste of time. Like,
Yeah.
why
No,
even
she
go?
said she's not sure, right? Wasn't it kind
Yeah,
of
I
like
was just
kind of like
being
not
facetious,
sure or
obviously,
something?
but, like,
Which I
yeah.
was shocked about because she really seemed like she was done with him. So I was shocked to hear
Mm.
that she was kind of open to it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
I
one of
feel-
those things where you're just like, I'll give you your thing that you want, but like you're gonna hear me roast you for like an hour.
Maybe, and she would be justified, but I just feel like it's just a waste of time. Don't be wishy-washy. Don't be Mike and Natalie. Just end it.
Man,
Just let it go, It's over. It's fine.
It's hard to end it like that. Almost all the couples must go through this back and forth thing.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I think this is a natural thing in relationships.
Before they get married, ultimately.
Yes.
Before they get married on the 91st day.
Yes.
All right. So with that said, thank you to everybody. Give us a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. If you haven't left a review, please do so on whatever podcast app you use. It really helps us keep creating the podcast. And thank you, Dylan. Thank you, B. Anything else?
It's 66 days before Christmas.
Wow.
Yay.
Are you guys doing your Christmas shopping already?
Who am I buying Christmas gifts for? It's just you guys.
Exactly. Did
Oh,
you get
and
my
I guess
gift?
the girls. The girls. I'll buy Christmas gifts for the girls.
You got to do it now. I mean, you know that shipping's running late these days. That's what I
That's
heard.
true. That's true. I should buy it now just so I can secure my gifts.
Mhm.
All right, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.